Good morning everyone. Myself Santosh Kumar Gupta and today I am going to teach periodic classification of element. But before that, now let's discuss why it is necessary to study periodic classification of element. As we know that there is around 180 element present in our surrounding, so it will not be an easy task to learn all those its physical and chemical properties. So scientists have tried to make it systematic, make it present in systematic way so that it will be easier to learn all those theories and all those concepts through a short periodic table. Here, the first theory was put forward by Dobbe Reiners. Dobbe Reiners was a German pharmacist who tried to arrange elements in their and according to their atomic masses. So he arranged the element in increasing order of their atomic mass such that in the form of triads. He arranged the elements in the form of triads such that the average atomic mass of first and third element is equals to mass of second element. The triads which were devised by Dobbe-Reiners were lithium, sodium, potassium, and the second one was calcium, strontium and barium, and the last one chlorine, bromine and iodine. So first let's calculate the mass, average atomic mass of the mean element, that is the middlemost element. So first we will take the mass of first one and the last one. So that is 6.9 and 39, and the sum will be around 45.9 upon 2, that will be nearly about 23, that is equals to the mass of sodium, which is not accurately but properly according to the given theory it satisfies a little bit. So it was the first attempt of Dobbe-Reiners that make it clear that it may be possible that there might be some relationship, but after these three triads, Dobbe-Reiners fails to explain all those elements and their properties because he was only able to arrange only 9 elements in the form of triads, and at that time there were 56 elements present. So its limitations was this law was limited to lighter elements, and he was only able to find 3 triads among 56 elements present at that time. So this was not an accurate measurement. So in the next view, after Dobbe-Reiners tried, the next theory was put forward by Newland. Newland was an English scientist in 1866. He arranged. After Dobbe-Reiners tried, the next theory was put forward by Newland in 1866. He was an English scientist who arranged the element again in increasing order of their atomic mass, but this time he arranged the element in the form of 7 vertical columns according to 7 different notes present in Indian music system, that is sa re ga ma pa dha ni. ठीक है, इतना देख ले. So according to Newland law of octaves, every eighth element has properties similar to first element. Every eighth. That means here fluorine will resemble its properties according to hydrogen, sodium will resemble its properties with lithium, magnesium resemble its properties with beryllium. He arranged the element in increasing order of atomic mass, and also he arranged the element according to the notes of music system that I have discussed earlier, that 7 different notes is present, out of which he arranged that periodic table. He again arranged element from hydrogen to thorium. Also there were some demerits too, as it is clearly underlined here that cobalt and nickel both are placed in same group, whereas cerium and lanthanum are also. So this classification also has some limitations, that is the classification was valid up to calcium. After calcium, the theory that was given by Newland, that is every 8th element resemble its properties with first, vanished. So this was his first limitation, And then moving to the next, some groups contains two elements without any explanation. He placed two elements with different properties in same group, so this one also becomes the limitation because he didn't given any explanation. Also, he assumed that there will be only 56 elements present in nature and no further element will be discovered later. But today there is around 118 elements present in nature. So this one again becomes the limitations. And after that, some elements having same properties again placed in different group. So here Newland somewhere fails to explain all the properties according to his theory. So this one again becomes the limitation. So now we are going to sum up both the theory that Dobereiner's and Newland's both theories were based on the atomic mass, increasing order of atomic mass, but both have some certain limitations. So then after, the next theory was put forward by Mendeleev. So till now we have discussed that the Dobereiner triad, which was only contains only 9 elements, that is in the form of 3 triads, and after that a little bit modification was done by Newland, but it also contains some limitations too. So that's it. So today we have discussed both these theories. I hope you like it. Thank you.